All right, so it's time to write some HTML in our index file that's right here. And the first thing we're going to do is put in some triangle brackets. And then the first thing we're going to do here is an exclamation point. And I'm going to, in all caps, write doctype like this, put a space and write HTML. And this is the very first thing that will be at the top of every one of your HTML files. And it's really important that you put this here. And this might seem like a little bit redundant because we're saying the document type is HTML and it's an HTML file. So the browser should already know this, but it's not actually telling the browser that it's an HTML file. It's telling it what version of HTML it is. And in this case, this is actually saying it's HTML5, which is the current living standard. We're going to be at HTML5 forever going on into the future. If you want to know more about some of the history of different versions of HTML, in this lesson down below, I have included a little bit of a back history and given examples of the old complicated doc types we used to have to deal with. Right now, they're much easier and much simpler right there. So we just do a doctype HTML like this at the top. If you forget to put this on a file, you might run into really strange, bizarre problems because the browser will enter in what's called quirks mode, where things work kind of quirky. And so everything will seem like it's working, but then all of a sudden, there's these little differences that are really annoying. So always make sure you have your doctype HTML as the very first thing in every HTML file that you create. Then after that, we're going to come down, and you can do this on as many lines as you want, but normally I do it right after my doctype. And I'm going to do an open and close of my triangle brackets once again, and I'm going to write HTML, just like that. Nothing too complicated. And then what I'm going to do is actually go on a couple of new lines, and I'm going to do another set of these triangle brackets. But inside of them, I'm going to do a /, and then it's going to, this is VS Code actually auto-completing that for me, where it does the HTML coming right there. So we're opening the HTML here, and then we're closing our HTML right there. And once again, this might feel a little bit strange or redundant because we have our doc type here. We're saying this is an HTML document, and then we're saying our HTML will start here and our HTML will end here, but it is important and we do need to include this in our files. And so all of the HTML we're going to be writing is going to be inside of this HTML tag here and this closing HTML tag that we have right here. And we're going to come in with two more. The first one is going to be our head. So I'm going to do an open bracket, head, close triangle bracket, and VS Code automatically put the closing tag for me there, which is nice and convenient. If you're using a different editor, it's possible it doesn't do that. And one bit of advice I have is always make sure when you're writing your HTML elements, do your opening and closing one, and then put the content in the middle so you don't forget the closing one. So we have our head that's going to go right there, and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to do a body, close that, and VS Code will automatically add my closing body tag for me right there. The head and the body are the two main parts of any HTML document we have. And the head that is here at the top, it's the top bit, but it's actually sort of like the metadata-y area where things live that we don't actually see on the screen. And this might seem a bit strange, but we can tell a lot of information to the browser that we're putting here. And I always liken the information we're putting in the head to like when you take a photograph, right? So if you take a picture with a DSLR or even with your phone, there's a lot of metadata that's stored there. You can get things like the shutter speed, the ISO, and other information related to the photo. These days, you also get like the date that's on there when you took the picture. You even get like the location information and a lot of other things that are all stored there. But when you show somebody a picture, they don't see any of that. They're just looking at the nice photograph. And the head is all that background information that's important, but not for like looking at the thing. And for the looking at the thing and what actually shows up on the page that the user sees, that's what the body is being used for. So the head is like the extra information. It helps the browser know what's going on and do a lot of the behind the scenes things that's going on in the head. And then over in the body is everything that we're going to be doing that actually shows up on the page. And so the first thing we're going to do to begin with is actually add something in the head here. And what we'll do is we'll come in between the opening and closing tags for our head and push return or enter to go on a new line. And we're going to add in another element here, which is our title. And the title element, well, it's the title of your page as the element is saying. So for this, let's just write my first website. And this won't actually show up in the browser, but it will show up in somewhere you can see it. It's also used for search results and other things. And we'll circle back and take a look at what the title is actually doing in a bit more detail in a minute when we open things up in the browser. But first, let's come down into the body and let's just add a little bit of content in here as well so we can see that on our screen. So I'm going to go between the opening and closing body tags now and push enter. And then I'm going to do an open of my triangle bracket. I'm going to put a P and I'm going to close that off. And P is for paragraph. It's a lot shorter than writing out the whole thing of paragraph, and we tend to have lots of paragraphs, so it's nice that it's quite short. And then we can write some content here. So I'll put, this is my first ever website, and put an exclamation point there as well. And I'm going to save this. So you can do a file and come down to save, or you can use the shortcut. And I would definitely recommend that you get used to the shortcut for this one, which is Control S, or if you're on a Mac, that would be a Command S, and we can save that file. You know, one piece of advice I definitely would give you is if you're working on a website, you want to see the things that you're doing actually in the browser as you're working. It just makes life easier and lets you see if you made mistakes or anything like that. So I have my window right here. This is my root folder. So you can see my desktop, and we're in my first project. And I have my images folder there and this index. And all I'm going to do is double click on that. You can see that for me, it's going to open up in Chrome. It is possible that your system doesn't know what to open this in, though I think it's going to go to your default browser. But if you double click on it, it is possible that your system asks you what program you want to use. So just choose the the browser of choice that you want to use to be able to see your site. And that opened off screen for me. So let's bring that in and take a look at our beautiful website that we have, where we can see the text, my first website. I'll zoom in on that a little bit. So you can see that's the paragraph that I had there. And as I mentioned before, we had the title at the top here, and that title is showing up in the tab that's right there. So using titles is important. And the other place that titles do show up is, let's go here and just do HTML and CSS as a quick search. And the titles are what are showing up here. So you can actually see the HTML and CSS is showing in the tab of my search. But let's just go down. I like the MDM as a resource, so we're going to click on that one. And then they have the title that's here, and then we have the content of the page that's over here. And those are two different things. So yeah, whenever you have a title, it's used for the tab, and it's also used for whatever is showing up in the search results. And look at that, I'm showing up here, though I am logged in, and Google is probably showing me results that I would like. But yeah, right now we haven't done a whole lot, but look at this, we have something showing up in the browser, and you've created that all on your own. You've got some code to turn into something the browser can see and render. So give yourself a little pat on the back. It is definitely something to be proud of at this stage. And just really quickly, if you're getting this and you're like, but I don't see anything, I just have a blank page, just make sure that you save the changes you have here. So if I take this off, I'm going to save this, and if I go back, like, you might end up with something like this. And even if I bring that text back in, let's put in some different text. Hello there, how are you? If I write that text in, but I go take a look, I won't actually see anything here. So, if you're wondering what's going on, again, just make sure File, Save, then you can go back to your browser window, refresh the browser window, and then we will see that our changes are right there. Now, there's a very important thing to know also is that anytime we make changes to our project, we need to refresh the browser window to see those changes. So I'm actually going to move this on over a little bit and just resize this over this way as well. And this is actually how I recommend that you work, is by setting things up this way, because it's just going to make it so you can actually have your code on one side and this on the other side. And when I'm working, I also tend to close the Explorer just so I have more room for my code. And now, if I came here and I go, well, we want to change our text, for example. So this is my first other website. Let's just add another paragraph here. I am very proud of getting this to work. Something like that. And you'll notice I've put this in, but if I come over here, it doesn't show up on my page yet. So there's two things you need to do. First of all, and if you didn't even see your first text here, it's really important. If I hit refresh, whatever it is, nothing showing up, make sure anytime you make a change here, the first thing you have to do is do that file and then go to your save right here. And that's why getting used to the shortcut is going to be much faster than using this. So I'm not going to use it. And if you ever forget the shortcut, this is like pro tip, look at what the shortcut is. Don't tell yourself you're going to remember next time. Close the whole menu down and then use the shortcut. It's the best way to actually start remembering what they are. And you might have to do that several times, but eventually you'll get there. Though Control S or Command S is the same in every program, I think. So that one you might already be used to. But with that change done and saved, I'm going to come back on over here and I'm going to push refresh. And now you can see that other paragraph has showed up here.